You may not believe just how cheap this great big backpack was. This is an Amazon Basics 75 litre rucksack, and as you can see, I've overloaded it with loads of equipment just so I can give you a really good in-depth look at all of the pockets and storage and various features. So, how much did I pay for it? £37.79. And then when I looked at it to do this video, it was down to £34.01. So I really couldn't say what you might expect to pay for this, but as I always say with Amazon, keep an eye on something before you buy it for a week or so, and you never know what price you might get it for. Just before we start unloading all of my equipment, I want to show you that as well as the adjustable waist strap and sternum strap, we can also adjust where the main straps themselves actually attach to the rucksack. You can see the rucksack on its own weighs in at roughly 2.15 kilograms, so not too bad at all. It does have an internal frame as well, so that's always good to know. Oh, and it's Gizmo the dog. It also has a rain cover that's stored in a separate pouch of its own at the base of the rucksack. It can be left attached to the bag or it can be taken off, I assume for cleaning or just ease of use. I didn't think for 1 second it would stretch over those big camping rolls, and I did have some difficulty at first with one of those walking poles slightly extended, but to be fair, once I'd lowered that as well so that both poles were shortened, it actually still had a decent, generous amount of room, even with the poles sticking up over the top. So yeah, I was pleased with that as well. It may be worth me saying that this is in no way a sponsored video, and I bought this myself with my own money. I do have Amazon associate links, however, so if you buy through my Amazon links, then I will get a small commission for those purchases. So if you're looking at getting something like this, I'll leave a link to it in the description, as well as some of my other outdoor gear. And if you buy through those, it's a great way to support these videos without having to pay any extra money, basically. So yeah, as you can see, I've put a load of various items on this bag and in this bag just so you can get a general idea. I even used the walking poles at different lengths deliberately so you can see how they fit in the different loops and compartments. I also used a water bottle and a can in these mesh pockets to try and give you an idea of how the different sized items fit into this. And you can see there are these two small pockets on either side, one large flat pocket on the back, and on the exterior of the lid, I suppose we'll call it, at the top of the bag, there is also an exterior pocket there. But it's just those four pockets there, and then the main compartments, which we'll talk a little more about in depth later on. So you can see there's also compression straps on each side, so you can really tighten it up depending on how much or how little you've got in the bag. So that's compression straps on the side, compression straps from the top, from the bottom, and on the other side. Now let's start looking at what we can store in here. First of all, just a little Trangia camping stove there. So you can see that's a nice big open pocket when you unzip it fully, but it is quite flat and flush to the main compartment of the back of the bag. And as you can see here, I'm just literally opening pockets and emptying stuff out, so I won't do too much direct talking about what you can see with your eyes on the screen. Let's share some useful information instead. So what do I think about the overall value for money and quality and feel of this item? Well, outright here up front, I'll say I really do think this, for around £34 as I make this video and record this audio, it's extraordinary value, if I'm honest. Now, I will say, even though the build quality, as far as I can tell, is absolutely fine, and I'm not concerned that it's going to fall apart or anything like that, you can tell that it's on the cheaper end of the spectrum. And I don't know if this will make sense. I think some people will know. The materials in some places almost feel crispy. They're not supple, and you can just tell it's not a premium item. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to be hard wearing. In fact, in many respects, it feels like it's tougher. It feels cheaper, but it feels more coarse. That's a better way to word it. It feels like more coarse materials. So if you've watched my videos or have seen my camping adventures and hiking adventures, you'll know I'll be out in all weather conditions, bitterly cold, snowy and icy times, driving wind and rain, and of course, rarely I do actually go out on beautiful summer's days in the actual sunlight. But in all seriousness, I'm not concerned that this is going to be particularly frail or brittle or in any way let me down in the short term. And as I say, at that price point, if you round it up and say I've paid about £38 for this, and if I say even if I paid £50 for this, I would be pretty happy. I'll be honest. Just a side note there, I just illustrated on screen. As well as the exterior of the top of the bag having a zipped pocket, there's also one on the interior of that bit I've just flapped down there. And you can see here I've had the main compartment separated with a zip section in the center. So my two simple, lightweight, very cheap sleeping bags are in that bottom compartment, and all of this stuff is in the top compartment. But as I'll illustrate in just a minute, you can unzip that section and have one huge internal compartment. But when you look at this here and think, that bag was in no way absolutely stuffed full. So you get the idea. There's a lot of potential storage here, and I could have fit a lot more stuff in if I really wanted to. Certainly in those exterior pockets where I really didn't go overboard at all. I just tried to put something in all of the pockets to help illustrate how much storage there is. In the upper main compartment, there is a little flush pocket that goes alongside the solid back of the bag. I suppose you'd call it a laptop pocket in a smaller rucksack, maybe. And here, looking in from that bottom section where the sleeping bags were, you can see we've got those two zips, which, if I unzip now, hopefully in sync with my audio that I'm recording here in real time, there we go. Sorry, it took me a little bit longer to unzip than I expected. You can see you can unzip that and have, as I said earlier, that one single massive internal compartment, which if you've got maybe some longer bits of kit or tent poles that don't go as short as you might like, that might be a very useful feature for you to have. So as you're going to see me rapidly cram everything back into this rucksack, I'll say that, in all honesty, for this price point, I feel that there's nothing that stands out as a real area that they've cut costs. Maybe it could have better materials, maybe it could feel more premium in terms of things like the plastic clips and things like that. But to be honest, I'm not sure how much difference that would make. If you think how much you could spend on a bag like this, I don't know if you'll find the price difference is difference in actual value and user experience. So all in all, I'm very, very happy that I took the chance on getting this very cheap rucksack. I will report back with a full in-depth review in maybe 6 to 8 weeks' time after I've taken it on a couple of hikes and camping trips, and maybe then I'll have terrible things to say about it, but I'll be honest, I just can't see it. I just can't see this letting me down in any particular dramatic way that will alter my opinion of its value for money at this price point. But right now, I suppose I'll say thank you very much for watching, my friends. An absolutely massive thank you to my PayPal supporters, Coffee supporters, YouTube channel members, Facebook subscribers, and so on. Without you, as I say, it simply wouldn't have been possible to do a lot of these things that I've done over the last year or so on this channel. And if you haven't joined me yet, please do feel free to become a subscriber and check out my various adventures. I've got goodness knows how many videos posted now. But until the next time, my friends, I'm simply going to wrap this video up and say a massive thank you for tuning in and watching me, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Keep it interesting, keep it rucksack worthy. Check the links in the description, of course, and until the next time, my friends, farewell.